Guys, we need to talk about Kentucky. What is going on with their team, their program, and their coach? All coming up next in this video and more.
Let's go!
Before we get into this video, I like to ask everyone to like and subscribe and watch till the end because it really helps push the video to a bigger audience. So if you guys don't already know, in my first original bracket where I did the entire March Madness, I actually picked Kentucky to win it all. So I was pretty disappointed about that. I don't really like Kentucky. They're kind of like the Cowboys of football. No hate to the Cowboys. The only good part about Kentucky losing is that I'm from Michigan, so I was rooting a little extra for Oakland. Okay, so starting off with UConn versus San Diego State. UConn has just been so dominant. I like them in this matchup by a few points, maybe a lot. Going down to Illinois versus Iowa State. You could really take either team here, but the performance Illinois had their last game against Duquesne, I think just puts them over the top. Even though I still like Iowa State, they're just too defensive for me and not enough offense. Moving down to North Carolina versus Alabama, I like North Carolina. Again, at the start of that Michigan State game, I didn't like how slow they started. But after they were down about 12 points, they started to pick up the pace, and then they ended up destroying them. Moving down to Clemson versus Arizona. The way both these teams have been playing, Arizona has not been playing up to their seed, and Clemson has not been playing as bad as the 6th seed should. So you could go either way with this, though. I'm going to stick with Arizona just because they're the higher seed. Moving up to Houston versus Duke, I like to pick Houston here. Even though they went to overtime yesterday, they are still the better team between Houston and Duke, and I like them to win that matchup. For this one, NC State versus Marquette, I'm going to take the upset in NC State because they have been playing well, and I just like them as an upset pick. Moving down to Purdue versus Gonzaga. These might be the two best teams in the tournament behind the UConn, but since Purdue's the higher seed, they're probably better, and I'm going to take them. Moving down to Creighton versus Tennessee. Again, I don't really love either of these teams, but I'm going to take Tennessee because they are the higher seed. Moving up to UConn versus Illinois, I'm going to take UConn. Even though Illinois has been playing really well, UConn has been playing even better, and they're probably the best team in this tournament. Moving down to North Carolina versus Arizona, I'm going to take North Carolina. They've just been so dominant, and that's just that. Moving up to Houston versus NC State, I still like Houston to win this matchup, so again, I'm going to pick them over NC State. I don't think NC State has the momentum or firepower to beat them. Moving down to Purdue versus Tennessee, I'm going to go with Purdue. So a very chalky Final Four, but I think that's how it's going to go. I also like UConn and Purdue. So my final will be UConn versus Purdue, and I'm going to go with Purdue here. They've been so dominant recently, and either way, I see either way this game goes. Both teams are amazing, and I think this will be the final. And for the points scored, I'm going to go with a score of 75-77, which means 152 points. As always, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.